Hello, and welcome to Maximum Fitness. I'm Jeremy Dahlm, owner and trainer of Forever Fit Personal Training. We're here at the Parcourse FitCenter at Rotary Park, Livonia, Michigan, off of 6 Mile and Hubbard. And as you see behind me, we have the Parcourse FitCenter has numerous pieces of equipment made for outdoor activities in a small little area. This is a hidden gym, and we're here to show you how to use it. And as you walk up, when you first walk up at the Parcourse FitCenter, you have these signs here where they describe to you what you're going to do and how you do it throughout your workout. And as you walk to the back of the sign in the front, it states to you where you want your heart rate to be at in comparison to your own age. Assuming that you guys have did your 5 to 10 minute warm-up, we're going to roll into our first series at the Parcourse FitCenter, which is our stretching routine. All right, now after we just did our 5 to 10 minute warm-up, we're going to get started with our stretching routine. As you see here in Series 1, here at the Parcourse FitCenter, it shows you your stretching routine. You go through 6 steps of each stretch will be demonstrated to you on the actual board. And we're going to start off with the first one, which is called the Achilles stretch, and also known as the calf stretch as well. As you see, I have my knee slightly bent in the front and my leg outstretched in the back at first, and then I slightly bend it forward, and I keep the weight and the pressure in my heel down in the back as I feel the stretch in the back leg down in the Achilles and the calf. I'm going to hold this stretch for 20 seconds on each side. Okay, now we're going to switch to the other side. Remember, knees slightly bent in the front are going to be completely bent in the front and then slightly bent in the back. Keep the weight down on the heel in the back and the heel down, so you feel that stretch in the Achilles tendon and the calf. Again, hold that stretch for 20 seconds. Okay, good. Now we're going to move from that stretch to the sit and reach. This stretch here, you're going to just sit down with your legs out in front of you, and you're going to reach with both hands. And we're going to hold this stretch for, we're going to try to hold it for 1 minute. So I keep a stopwatch on me. A lot of times that helps. Just keep track of your time. We got about another 20 seconds. Remember to breathe while stretching too. Don't be holding your breath. Same with exercise. You want to breathe when you're stretching as well. 10 more seconds. Get a good stretch in the hamstring, which is the back of the leg, the hip flexors, as well as relieve the tension on the lower back. Okay, and now we're going to move on to the next stretch. This is another good leg stretch. You're going to have the knee bent in the front as my arms are outstretched in front of me as well. The foreleg's going to be bent and my arms are outstretched, and the back leg is going to be completely flexed in the back as I keep my heel down. You're going to feel this a lot in the stretching the Achilles tendon out as well as the calf. Feel the stretch also in the upper thigh and the hip flexor muscles. Okay, now you're going to switch to the other side. We're going to hold this stretch for 20 seconds on each side. We're going to do it 2 times though, on both sides. And switch back one more time on the right. And then back to the left. great. Now we're gonna move from there right into our hamstring stretch. As you see here, you got the pole in front of you. You pick the level which is most comfortable for you. We're gonna put our foot up there. We're gonna reach with both hands. We're gonna hold this stretch for 20 seconds on each side, 2 times. Good, just hold it out there. Remember, never rock when you're doing stretching. That's bad, that's a ballistic stretch. You wanna hold that stretch in the same spot the whole time. But you can always go a little bit further, but make sure you're breathing when you're doing it. Okay, and switch it to the other side. Remember again, it's not uncommon for you to feel discomfort in the hamstrings. This muscle is tight on the majority of all the people and class members I've trained over the years. Okay, and we're going to switch it back one more time on the left. It's good to remember that going through these stretches help prevent injury, help you perform better during your workout. In fact, this one right here also helps relieve tension on my lower back. And the last time on the right leg. Just 10 more seconds to go. Right from there, we could stay in the same spot. We could stay right here in the same spot, and we're gonna move on to our quad stretch, the opposing muscle to the hamstring, in which we just did here with our leg reach up on the bar. You can hold on to something if you need to. Here at the Parcourse FitCenter, you're gonna notice a lot of this, the wood and wood chips and whatnot. They're this material is a little, the ground isn't level, so you're gonna notice you're gonna have to watch yourself a little bit, but at the same time, you got these bars to hold on to, so you can maintain your balance while you're doing your stretches. All right, good. Now we're gonna move on to our last but not least stretch right here. This stretch here is called the trunk stretch. You're gonna make sure you're about a foot from the bar. I'd like to do about 10 inches. And when you come back, you wanna touch the back of the arm, which is a tricep, while you're twisting the torso. You're gonna do this 15 times on each side. Just a good trunk stretch. And remember, just because you're doing these stretches that are on here, the series of stretching that they have here, doesn't mean these are the only stretches you have to do. You may have a variety of other stretches that you prefer, and you can do those as well. You can get creative out here. Just make sure you follow your safety guidelines before you get started. Okay, great. And that concludes our stretching routine. Okay, great. Now that we're done with our 5 to 10 minute warm-up and our stretching routine, we're gonna move into our workout. The first series at the Parcourse Fitness Center, we're gonna start off with the vault bar, the sit-up, and then the push-up. We're gonna do this in a circuit format when we're gonna go from one exercise simultaneously, one after the other. We're gonna get started with the vault bar. As you see, I'm gonna hold the bar with both hands, my palms facing in, and I'm gonna try to keep my feet together the best I can, and I'm gonna go back and forth 5 times on this bar. Okay, so it's gonna look like so. Then we're gonna move right from there to the sit-up. We're gonna do 20 sit-ups. Make sure our feet are placed properly underneath the bar. We're gonna put our hands behind our head, make sure our elbows are parallel to the floor, and we're looking straight ahead. We got that space between our chin and our chest, and we shouldn't be able to see our elbows with our peripheral vision as we look straight forward. We're gonna do 20 reps. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Good job, moving one run exercise to the other. And as you see here, we got a high bar and a low bar. The higher bar is easier, the lower bar is more difficult. I'm gonna go for 20 reps on the lower bar. 20 push-ups here. As you notice, as I'm doing a push-up, my arms are just beyond shoulder width apart. And as I come down, the middle of that bar is gonna be in the middle of my chest. In order to get the efficient movement to the push-up, that's how I want my body to come down. And I'm keeping there's gonna be a straight line from my shoulders down all the way to my ankles. I don't want my butt up in the air when I'm doing them. That isn't proper form. I want to keep a straight line. Remember, proper mechanics during the push-up. You work many muscles throughout the entire body, not just your chest and shoulders. Can you hear me breathing? Remember to breathe out as you press, breathe in as you come down. Do a couple more, 1 and 2. Good job. That includes series number 2 here at the Parcourse FitCenter. We are moving into series number 3 here at the Parcourse Fitness Center. And in series 3, we have 3 exercises as stated again on the board you're going to see here at the center. And you're going to notice the first exercise is the pull-up, the power pull-up to the front. And our second exercise is the knee lift, 15 on each side. And our third exercise is the body curl. We're going to get started with the pull-up, the power pull-up to the front. So it looks like so. We're gonna do 10 reps, okay? Get our chin above the bar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good job, and right after that, we're gonna roll right into our next exercise, which is the knee lift, 15 on each side. That's 9 and 10, 11, 12. This works the abs, helps you get some good hip flexion in there, trim up those lower abs. 1 more. Good. We're gonna move right from the knee lifts right into our body curl. You notice as I had the mat on this hard surface, which helps it be more comfortable for you when you're doing these leg curls, especially for your lower back. Let's go into 10 of these, 10 leg curls. As you notice, I'm fully extended down below before I start, and I'm bringing my knees into my chest as my lower back comes off the mat. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good job. That concludes series number 3 here at the Parcourse FitCenter. We're moving on to series number 4 here at the Parcourse FitCenter. We're going to get started with our first exercise as described on the board, which is the log hop. The number 2 is our bench dip, and number 3 is our bench curl. But the first exercise is going to be the log hop. I'm going to tell you right now, as it's described up there, as they say to hop back and forth without stopping. I'm going to recommend stopping, being that this is not too much of a level surface, which can be hard on your ankles. You may sprain an ankle or twist an ankle. So I'm gonna recommend just doing one and then stopping and then doing another one. Don't jump back and forth non-stop like you're doing a plyometric agility drill. Okay, so we're just gonna do one, we're gonna stop, two, we're gonna do three back and forth. Good, and we're gonna move right from there. We're gonna go right into our bench dip. As you see here, we got the high bar and the lower bar. The lower bar is easier, the high bar is more difficult. You get deeper, you work the muscle more efficiently in this way, but this is for the person that isn't as advanced. I'm gonna give you 5 reps here with my legs fully extended out in front of me and my hands centered with the buttocks as we go down. I'm gonna touch and then come back up. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good, and right from there, I'm moving on to the bench curl. As you notice here, I'm putting my feet up on top of the bar, you know, around my ankle, just above my calf and whatnot. I'm taking my arms, make sure my arms are parallel to the floor, and I have that space between my chin and my chest. And I'm gonna do 20 reps, just like so, getting my upper back and my shoulders off of that mat. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Good job. And that concludes series number 4 here at the Parcourse FitCenter. We're moving on here at the Parcourse Fitness Center into series number 5. Through my own creativity and my own fitness mind, I've designed these circuits on my own to help the individual at home with a few new exercises they can actually do here at the center, okay? So what I have here in front of me is what is just a typical, you know, bench. Could be a picnic, park bench, whatever you prefer. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do something I call the step touch. As you notice, my heel and my complete foot is up on the bench, and the proper synergy and muscles worked when I'm doing this exercise are gonna be my quads, my hamstrings, and my glutes. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drive through the heel. Maximum amount of pressure is gonna go through my heel. I wanna make sure my knee isn't going past the toe when I start off too. So I'm gonna press through the heel as I'm coming up, and I'm just touching. I'm doing this 10 times on each side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then switch to the other side. Same thing on the other side, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm just touching it. I'm not coming all the way up. And 10. I'm going to keep the maximum amount of the work in the leg, the synergy I stated before, the quad, hamstring, and glutes. Okay. Then we're moving on to something I call the black barrier push-ups. You see we have the black barrier that goes around the center. The Parcourse FitCenter. I'm going to give you 20 reps here off the black barrier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Good job. Then we're moving on to the final exercise here in the series number 5. Moving on to the standard crunch. We're gonna go for 25 reps. I'm taking my legs up into tabletop, making sure my arms again and my elbows are parallel to the floor, and so I can't see them when my eyes are straight forward with my peripheral vision. Got that space between my chin and my chest. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 25 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And that concludes series number 5 here at the Parcourse FitCenter. Thank you for joining me. I'm Jeremy Dahm. Make it a great and healthy day.